Yes, the topic is orthographic projection on the subject engineering graphics applicable for students studying BE BTech first year. Look on to this model shown at here. This will be the length of the object, which will have more distance, length, and this will be the breadth of the object, and this corresponds to the overall height of the object. The different parts of the object are the base. Base is of rectangular shape, having length and breadth. Inside that, one square hole is there of size, refer the diagram is given as a 15 mm, 1.5. Length of the square and breadth of the square will be the same. It's a square hole is there along the breadth of this object. And in addition to that, you can see a square block is there over the top surface of the base. This is square block shown yellow and green in color. And in addition, it also has a V groove on the top surface. The V passage is there. Depth of the passage is 18 mm. This vertical depth is 18 mm. And there is two land surface are there, shown orange in color. On the top surface, you can see V groove land is there. The size of the land is, thickness is 5 mm. This is another 5 mm. Okay. And the passage of V groove will have a width equal to 15 mm. This is shown yellow in color. The width is 15 mm. Land thickness is 5 mm and 5 mm. Okay. Depth of the passage is 18 mm from the top surface of this square block attached to the base of the object. And now I'm going to draw a front view, top view and side view for this given 3D representation. So consider this arrow direction denotes the front view direction. That is, this is the direction. While seeing in this direction, the observer can see the length of the object and the height of the object. So I turn the object for better understanding purpose so that you can see the two dimensions visible to the observer will be the length and the height. The top surface on the base, this rose color part will be merged forming single top edge. That you have to understand. Okay, and this green surface will be merged forming a single vertical line on the left hand side and on the right hand side. Okay, so only two dimensions will be visible to the observer. That is height and length of the object. Understand? So draw a reference line called as the XY line using the longer scale of a drafted marked X and Y. On this XY line, mark any point. Okay. Draw a horizontal line equal to the length of the object given as 80 mm, that is 8 centimeter, using the longer scale of a drafter. And the HP pencil is used. As it is base edge, showing the thickness of the base. Base thickness is 15 mm. This is the base thickness. 1.5 centimeter. Draw a vertical line using the vertical scale of a drafter. And enclose is horizontal rectangle. Will be the base part of the object. And in addition, you can find a square block attached over the top surface of the base. The distance is 13 mm, left side, that is the right side 13 mm. From the right end to this horizontal lengthwise direction, this is 13 mm, where the square vertical edge lies, shown yellow in color. So 13 mm is 1.3 centimeter. There you draw one vertical line using the vertical scale of a drafter, and its height is given as 50 mm. Height of the square block is 50 mm, means 5 centimeter. Okay, right. And the square size is 25 mm. This is the yellow portion is 25 mm. So from the top you mark a distance of 25 mm, 2.5 centimeter, and consider one more vertical line parallel to previous drawn line like this. Okay. So this will be yellow surface. This will be blue surface on the base, and remaining the hidden edges, that is square hollow is there, and V passage depth will later will complete this front view. So let us dimension this. Draw dimension line. Before that, draw extension line and draw dimension line. The height of the square block given is 50 mm. So let us dimension it. So if you use drafter scale, you will get a correct answer in short interval of time. You can complete the diagram. Also, the accuracy of the diagram will be absolutely right. You can save the time Here I use marker board. The same principle is followed when you draw it on the drawing sheet and the minute after fixed on over the drawing board. Okay. The length is given as 80 mm. Thickness of the base is given as 15 mm. 15 mm is 1.5 centimeter. 15. The numbers are written in terms of millimeter. Don't write mm everywhere. Later we will write common representation. All dimensions are in mm. At the right side lower part of the diagram. So the height of the square block is given as 50 mm. Okay. And the top surface, this distance is the same as 25 mm. 25 mm is yellow color portion is a square of this rectangle drawn. 25 mm shall be written. Put a narrow arrow head, shade it, and you can write the middle center of the dimension line above it, parallel to it. Okay, 25. Then use 2H pencil for drawing projection lines. So in the front view, the portion visible will be, this is that portion that I have to tell, yellow color portion, and the base is a blue color part. We have completed so far like this. Okay. So next, the observer goes to the top of the object. So earlier the object was placed like this. Earlier the object was placed like this. Now the observer goes to the top of the object. Top of the object, what are the portions visible to the observer? We have to be notified. Now I am going to draw the top view. So looking from the top, the observer can see the top surface of this block or the object. That orange portion will be visible. Looking from the top, this land shall be visible, and the yellow surface on the V groove shall be visible seen from the top. This is that surface, and base upper surface, and you can see the square hole also. So I turn the object so that you can see it in the camera. The view obtained is called as a top view or plan. Okay, you can see the breadth of the object and the length of the object. The view obtained is called as a top view. This green surface will be merged forming a single vertical edge on the left hand side. That you have to understand. So this will be the what is called the breadth of the object. That is given as 50 mm. Somewhere below this front view, taking some distance, but exactly below the front view, top view diagram will come. So trace out these end points of the front view by projection line drawn by 2H pencil like this and the vertical scale of a drafter. So draw horizontal line using object pencil, that is a HB pencil, it's object line. So this base upper surface shall be seen. Okay, this forms a rectangle rose color part. Now I am going to draw it. So you can use minute drafter itself for constructing this sort of lines. Here you use a freehand scale as a drafter is unable to be moved. Okay. So this distance is the breadth of the object. That is, this is that breadth 50 mm. So at the center of this breadth, draw one center line. Divide this 50 into half. 50 divided by 2 will be 25 mm. There you draw locate one point at the middle, and there you draw one horizontal line, like a reference line. Okay. So that this lower will be 25, upper will be 25, and overall breadth is given as 50 mm. Breadth of the object shall be dimensioned, seen in the top view. So length will be same as front view length 80 mm. I need not to repeat again the same measurement. Okay. So now I am going to plot this or draw this orange portion, yellow and orange. Okay. The size of this portion is 25 mm. Is a square of size 25 mm, and 13 mm from the right hand side. So this gap is 13 mm shown at here. So draw a lighter line from this right end, locate one point at distance of 13 mm like this. Okay. So this distance is 13 mm. Let us dimension this. where the square block rests. Okay. So you can put outside arrow also. It's accepted for small dimensions. Dimensions means the size. Okay. Then you draw one horizontal line or construct one square of side 25 mm. This square I am going to construct 25 mm. So before that you extend this center line along the length of the object. 25 divided by 2 will be 12.5. Above the center line, mark distance of 25 mm. That is 12.5 above and below 25 mm. 12.5, 12.5. There you draw length equal to 25 mm, 2.5 centimeter. And vertical line 2.5 centimeter, horizontal line 2.5 centimeter. And construct this square box. Okay, so let us dimension this. Draw a dimension line, put a narrow arrow head, shade it, mention it as 25. So inside this 25 mm, the land is there of thickness is land thickness is 5 mm. Okay, so 5 mm means 0.5 centimeter. It's less than 1 centimeter. Draw this orange portion and another orange portion on the lower side. So let us dimension this. The land thickness is given as a 5 mm. Draw a dimension line. Put two narrow arrowheads at both the ends of this dimension line. So this gap is a 5 mm. So between the gap, the yellow portion will have distance equal to 15 mm. 15 should be written like this, and this is a 5 mm. This is another 5 mm. Okay. So for 15 plus 5 will be 25 mm equal to square. Okay. So next another one square hollow is there on the base part of the object seen in the top view of side 25 mm. So measure this. It is on the center of this part. Center of the remaining portion. The square hole size is 15 mm. So measure this horizontal distance. Whatever distance is there, at the center you locate one point. So measure this distance. Locate the center point. So at the center point as reference, 15 divided by 2 will be 7.5 on the right side, left hand side 7.5. Okay, using the longer scale of it, after 2 points are located. Okay, similarly, on using the vertical scale, above the center point 7.5 and below 7.5, locate 2 more points. Okay, so draw a square hole of size, you will get it as 15 mm automatically by drawing horizontal lines passing through that point and vertical lines passing through that marked point. So you will get a square hole. Remaining segment you can erase it. Okay, so this later you can remove that roughly drawn line. Okay, this is the size of square of size equal to 15 mm is obtained. Let us dimension this. Draw a dimension line. Put a narrow arrowhead, shade it. Right, just 15. Square will have length and breadth will be same. So if you mark one size is enough. Okay, that represents the other side also of the same value. So now we will complete this front view, or later we will complete that hidden edges have to be marked. So far we completed front view and top view. Front view is incomplete. Okay. So front view length will be same as the top view length. Need not to repeat again 80 mm. Next we are going to draw the side view called as left side view. So for this front view direction, this will be the left side view. Okay. So earlier the object was placed like this. Front view direction. Next this will be the left side direction. So I am going to draw left side view on the right side of the front view, following first angle projection principle. So I turn the object so that what are the portions visible to the observer will be the breadth of the object and height of the object. You can see the depth of the V passage in the left side view. Okay, you can see the length of the base. The yellow surface and all will be merged, forming single vertical edge on the left hand side. That you have to understand. And this rose color surface on the top surface of the base will be merged, forming a single vertical edge. Okay, so the view obtained is called as left side view. Shall be drawn on the right side of the front view. So take your protractor, turn your protractor, keep this end point of the front view as reference. Draw one 45-degree inclined line is called as meter line. Read like 0, 10, 20, 45, put a point or mark a point, 45 degree. Drawing the marked points by freehand scale. This type of line is called meter line, drawn by 2H pencil. It's a lighter line. Okay. So on this left side view, the portions visible to the observer will be that I shaded in this 3D diagram. So the object and all will not be given in examination. Only the diagram will be given, and you have to imagine and complete the different views asked in the question paper or in practice. Okay. So looking in this direction called the side view direction, left side view direction, the observer can see the breadth of the object. These are the portions, and this surface of the square block shall be seen, and you can see the depth of this V groove passage shall be seen in the side view called left side view. Is drawn on the right side of the front view. Okay. Draw horizontal projectors from the previous top view. This 50 mm is traced. That it means. So suppose if your scale turns, means you have to check it every time. It should not be turned. So release your drafted scale, rotate it anti-clockwise, adjust your scale, longer scale over the XY line, holding the scale, rotate it anti-clockwise. The scale will be positioned like this. This will be perfect horizontal, this will be perfect vertical. Draw vertical projectors where this horizontal projection line meets the meter line. There you draw vertical projector using 2H pencil. So lighter line drawn by using hard pencil. Then project the side view, what is called as the front view end points. Base thickness, top surface, and extend this vertical projector so that you will get a rectangle. The boundary for the side view shall be obtained. Okay. So these are the end corners of the side view. Inside these corners, the side view is going to be rest. Okay. Boundary limit. Okay. So next also you project the square block. This is a square block of side 25 mm is also projected using the longer scale of a drafter. Where it intersects meter line, there you draw vertical projector. Understand? So the portion visible to the side, visible in the side view will be the base part. Having 50 mm is the side given. This 50 turns like this upward. So that this will be base part. Draw HB pencil lines, object line. Base thickness we already mentioned is the 15 mm. Already mentioned in the front view. Need not to repeat again. The breadth of the base is given as 50 mm. Let us dimension this. Put a narrow arrow, shade it, and you can write the breadth of the object. See in the side view will be base 50. And you can, at the center of this base, this vertical block is there, shown green in color. Let us extend this vertical projectors by HB pencil. It's a edge base. It's called a square block drawn by HB pencil. Appears to be dark. Object line forms enclose this top surface. Okay, this completes the side view. Okay, so next at the top surface, there is you can see V passage is there, V groove is there. The depth of the passage is 18 mm. So from the top surface, you mark downward 18 mm. There you draw one extension line that we will dimension it. This is depth of V groove passage is 18 shall be written, okay. And the center of this 25 mm, locate one point. Measure it 25 mm, it will be the distance between these two vertical lines. Locate its center. Okay, so the top land is given as 5 mm. This is orange portion on the top surface. This is 5 mm, left hand side 5 mm. Okay, so that will mark it on the top surface, and the left end you mark 5 mm. On the right end you mark another 5 mm. Join the marked points using freehand scale like this, so that you will get a V shape. This is the V groove, and you can see hollow is there on the top surface. V shaped hollow is there, so you have to remove this line. The part of the top surface is removed. So the land thickness is given as 5 mm. This is 5 mm. This to be dimensioned. So draw extension line. Draw extension line. Then draw dimension line. Put outward arrow mark. For small sizes, you can put outside arrow mark. If you put inside, means you cannot write the number. It's accepted in dimensioning. The width of the passage is V passage is 15 mm. 15 shall be written like this, and 5 mm on the right side land, left side land another 5 mm. Okay, so depth is mentioned. So now we have to complete the hidden edges. Hidden means not visible to the observer. So earlier drawn is the front view. So looking in this front view direction, observer can see the length and height of the object. That V passage, something is passing inside the object. That is, suppose if it is not having V shape, means the drawn front view is correct. Since it is having a hollow passage of depth equal to the depth of the V groove, that has to be indicated in the diagram in the front view. Draw horizontal projector from the previous drawn side view using 2H pencil. So this is the passage. Okay. There you draw dashed line. Dash. Something is passing inside, not seen in the front view, but it is available. It is represented by dashed line or hidden broken line or discontinuous line like this. Usually discontinuous line will not be dimensioned. That you have to understand. Next in the front view, this hollow is there, square hole is there, not seen in this direction, but something available, something is passing inside. That is a square hole of size is traced from the previous drawn top view up to this XY line. You draw a vertical projector where it intersects with the base part, because the whole lies on the base part only. There you draw a dashed line like this. Okay. So this completes the view, all this front view, top view and side view. Let us write the name of the diagram obtained. Draw guidelines using 2H pencil for uniform height of letters. So if you use a drafter scale, you can save the time and the diagram accuracy will be good. Use HB pencil for writing work. Front view. Another name for front view will be elevation. Front view. Or you can write elevation also. This is the top view drawn exactly below the front view. And this is left side view drawn on the right side of the front view. Right side view. And the right side bottom lower part of it, 3 diagrams, you can draw 2 guidelines and you can write all dimensions are in mm. Millimeter is the unit followed for different other for all measurements. Okay. Yeah, it's completed. Looks correct. For different 3D object, you practice like this, okay? Or follow our channel for better explanations. Thanks for listening. Yes.